the Counties Manukau Stingrays. Yes, good afternoon from a glorious-looking Hamilton. The pitch is in fantastic order, Richie Barnett. The overhead conditions couldn't be better. There's no wind. It's just perfect conditions.
Perfect conditions for attractive football. I mean, that's what we want to see in the game, and I think this championship or premiership has delivered a lot of expansive football, and I look forward to this matchup. And I guess with Mid Central, they're just coming out with a real belief in the side at the moment, and I think if they can carry this through against a side, the Stingrays, that have just been building nicely, and they're just full of talent and experience.
Yes, indeed. And let's have a look at the schedule for this weekend. The 2 games played yesterday, big wins for both Akarana's women's and men's teams. So following this game, which is about to kick off between Mid Central and Counties Manukau, we'll have the men's match at 4 o'clock this afternoon between Waikato and Counties Manukau. Yep, there is the scene. Couldn't be better. And it's going to be a great day of running rugby league. Let's check out the team lineups now. And we're going to start with the Counties Manukau Stingrays, having already qualified for the final in a fortnight's time. That's given them the chance to rotate winger Malia Nive Taulanga, centres Anissa Biddle and Riche Lamanu, hooker Capri Paiko and prop Ashley Smalley into the starting lineup. Regular captain and hooker Crystal Water. Note that one is starting from the bench, wearing 16, and the coach is Greg Selwyn. Well, Greg, tell us how the team is prepared for today. I mean, you've done a bit of reshuffling in your lineup today.
We've been lucky over the last couple of weeks to tick a few boxes, so it's given us the opportunity to play some of the girls that haven't actually had a start, and looking forward to watching them play today. They're our young girls, so looking forward to see how they've developed over the last couple of weeks.
Mid Central, your opponents, what have you made of them so far?
Haven't really seen a lot of them. We've come here with a siege mentality. At the end of the day, we still got to go out there and play them, regardless of how they've been travelling. We're worried about what we can bring to the table, and we're looking forward to today's game.
Good on you, Greg. Great conditions. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, Greg Selwyn there. Now let's have a look at Mid Central's team. He's a new player at centre, wearing 3, Mackenzie Mackay. Rakai McCafferty switches from 5'8" to fullback, and plenty of influence coming once again from Finau, number 20, Windle the halfback, Paulson, who's the captain, wearing 14, and lock Trayana Faulkner. The coach for this game today is Ebony Lowe. Well, Ebony, you better tell us about the circumstances, what's happened to see you coaching this team today.
So obviously myself and Jacko committed to the season. When it was a bit up in the air whether it was happening or not, Jacko did commit himself to something else that he couldn't change prior to. Then the competition was confirmed, so it's an assistant coach stepping up to fill that head coach role today. I've done a lot of work with the Vipers for many seasons now, so pretty comfortable to fill in that spot.
Your opponents, Counties Manukau, they're pretty hot. They're going for their 11th straight title this season. What are you expecting from them today?
Oh, we expect a lot because, yes, you know, as you say, they are coming into their 11th straight, well, hopefully for them, championship. I've come across Counties as a player and as a coach, and know they're a very experienced side. And we just, you know, let's do our 1%ers right, and it'll be a good game. That's all I can ask.
Good luck, Ebony.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Ebony Lowe there filling in for Alan Jackson, the former Kiwi Ferns coach today. Here come the 2 teams on to Waikato Stadium. Final round of the 2020 Sky Sport National Women's Premiership from Waikato Stadium. Mid Central against Counties Manukau. Counties Manukau coming into this game with 2 big wins behind them, 66-0 over Canterbury and 40-10 over Akarana. Mid Central a win and a loss. Mid Central 48-8 they lost to Akarana, but they bounced back nicely to beat Canterbury 26 points to 18 in round 2. Going to be a big ask. Lots of Kiwi Ferns in this Counties Manukau lineup, and Māori All-Stars players as well. Craig McKellew is the coach today. Now the coach, the referee for this clash, in fact.
All right, ladies, stay behind.
And we're all set. It's going to be Matura kick-off for Counties Manukau. It's going to be Mid Central with the first possession. And Hemingway straight away gets driven backward in some pretty decent defence to start this game from Counties Manukau. Yes, they have qualified for the final. In fact, it's going to be an Akarana Counties Manukau final in the women's competition once again. And straight away, Mid Central put themselves under pressure, Richie Barnett. They've been hustled big time in those first 2 tackles.
Yeah, good contact there from the Stingrays. Line speed was great. Just a little bit of a late sort of cut there, inside ball. And the ball should have been given earlier to Faulkner. But unfortunately, she double pumped.
Lock, stay down.
Yeah, rare to be see an error out of Faulkner, who's been one of the stars of this Mid-Central team so far, both on and off the ball, as Matua feeds the scrum and Totari gives it back to Matua. Matua moving in from the centres. She played there in the first game. And there's been the standoff in this and the last game. Paiko, originally from the Waikato, she'll enjoy playing on this ground today. A little messy here for Counties Manukau, and I think Mid-Central have it.
Knock on. Knock on when we gather.
Tiara Hunt it was chasing through there with good resolve. She's wearing 12 in this game, but actually playing prop, Tiara Hunt. And she featured strongly in last week's win over Canterbury. So Mid-Central are going to get the feed to the scrum. So a bit messy to start this game.
Bit scrappy early on. Knock on first and then an offload for second phase, which is, as we know in this game, can really turn a game around, but that was just execution poor, and again playing a different style of football there.
Well, if Mid-Central can keep their error rate to a minimum, that would be a real achievement for them, as Counties Manukau will be in their faces. They've only conceded 10 points in the 2 games they've played so far, the Stingrays, as they chase their 11th straight national title. In that play, the ball, I talk about no errors.
Yeah, lost it.
Yep, no question that Mahalia Paulson, the captain of the Mid-Central Vipers, lost the ball there.
They want the ball off the field for some reason or other.
Well, Glenn, this is just an ordinary start really from both teams. Just security with the ball.
Bring it over here, please.
Paulson just trying to play the ball too quick.
Yeah, former Manawatu Rugby Union player is Paulson.
Okay, heads in, guys. Okay, when you're ready. Wait for the out call.
Incomplete set. We haven't had a completion.
Out call.
That's right.
3 minutes into this game.
That's correct. Matua. Straight away. This is one of the new players in the Counties Manukau starting lineup today, Biddle.
Help!
We did see Biddle play off the interchange in round 1 against Canterbury. Now Smalley. Kiwi Ferns Clark.
To their movement!
At the World Cup in 2017. Paiko at dummy half today. Crystal Rorter, remember, off the bench today, regular captain. And now Counties Manukau spin it. That's a good pass. Out it comes to Lachey, the other new centre. Good tackle on her. 5 metres out. Good tackle coming in that time by Naomi Hunt. Now Amber Carney at dummy half. And a little forward pass. So again, we're yet to see a completed set.
That's incredible, isn't it? From such an experienced side, Totati. And they played the blind side here, which is a good option. But unfortunately, she was ahead instead of just back there. It could have been a long pass out to the winger. Could have created a nice try there on the left edge. But positionally, poor.
Okay. Heads in, stay down.
John Saltotati, Māori All-Stars game player this year.
Out!
Got to play in that game right at the start of the season. Mackay here for the Vipers, her first touch of this rep season.
That was too
the
slow.
referee has penalised Counties Manukau this time.
No quick taps. When you're ready. Are you tapping or kicking? Tapping, kicking.
So Windle will poke it to the sidelines, and Windle was very good last week against Canterbury. Oh, she hasn't found touch, but that's been knocked on by Lachey. Cheapers, Mid-Central. Bit fortunate there.
There's scrum green. Hello, Manny.
Well, I've never seen a game with so many errors in the first half. Like, there's no strength in that kick, kicking from on an angle. And Lamanu just couldn't take that ball clean.
Heads in, guys. Locks in, stay down.
35-minute halves in Women's Rugby League, remember.
Out!
So let's see if either one of these two teams can get a good roll on here. Mackay with the pass, and that's been lost by McCafferty. You could see what they were trying to do, but their execution was just slightly off. But I like the endeavour from the scrum.
Absolutely, and I think that's the right option. Take them on from scrum. You've got opportunities here. Absolutely had her there in 6 and 7s there. A ball over the top would have no doubt produced a try on that left edge. I think you just keep going back to that.
Stay down when you're ready.
Yeah, Rakai McCafferty it was from the Hawke's Bay. Unfortunately, she'd done all the work there. Sucker in 2 players. There's a good charge off the back of the scrum.
Come guys, hit the line.
From Hara to Butler. Now they come forward again.
2! On the
It's
line,
Webber.
guys.
Right in front of the posts. It's Paiko, goes from dummy half. This is looking better for Counties Manukau. Smalley.
3
Good
there,
tackling
move
coming
now.
in from mid-centrals. Akaula.
Stay
Now
up.
Paiko again. She's quick from dummy half. Big gap for Hara to Butler. And Butler has gone over to score the first try for Counties Manukau. 4 points to 0.
Well, that's the Stingrays template, isn't it? Hitting the props in the middle and just drawing in the defenders in that mid-third. We had Butler, we had Smalley coming through, and that was the right play. Lovely angle too from Butler, who's come from left to right, inside shoulder run, straight over near the posts.
Yes, Hara to Butler, one of the Māori All-Stars players from 2019 and 20. 37 minutes she played in that game earlier on in the year from the Papakura Sisters Club. And it's 4 points to 0. And Butler is one of these players to keep your eye on, Richie, as all of these players are chasing spots in the Kiwi Ferns to play Samoa coming up in 3 weeks. And of course, there's other countries that players are vying for selection to, Niue, Tonga and Samoa. So all the selectors from all 4 of those sides will be keenly watching this clash today, and all the games being played in the championship up at Bruce Pullman Park again today, because all of those players will be eligible for selection in those teams too. Now this is Matua, and there is 6 points to 0 Matua. Nice comfortable conversion for her, and 8 minutes played in this first half.
8 minutes. Stingrays managed to find points. The first completed set. 7th minute in the game. 6 errors today.
Yes, gnarly. A gnarly start from both teams. When you hear stats like that, you'd think it'd be maybe blowing a gale with pouring rain.
Stay behind.
There we go. Nothing but the sort here in Hamilton today. And there's a great kickoff. Carney under pressure as she runs back into a ring goal. She did really well. And Bakani there, the Kiwi Ferns player.
That's 1, up
That was a
now.
bit of a mess up from the kickoff.
Wait, guys,
You chalk
wait,
that down
wait.
as another error.
Well, it was exactly
Might as
right.
well.
But the kick was, it had a lot of distance on it too.
2, release. Get
Taking
square.
them back with that, the length of the kick was fantastic. Another
That's
penalty.
too slow, you've got to be quicker than that.
That was Butler, who was creating havoc for the mid-central defence. Butler is warming into her form nicely. Here's this kickoff again. Well, you take it, no, you. It was one of those sort of things, wasn't it? And in the end, Carney was forced to clean up, and she did a pretty good job, Amber Carney.
Here we go, guys.
2 great fullbacks vying for Kiwi Fern selection.
tap.
Amber Carney
Well.
and Api Nichols.
Well, wasn't she fantastic yesterday? She's just a natural runner of the ball. She has so much time with the
1,
ball.
up now. Get square.
Well, and I heard through the traps yesterday too, Richie, that Api Nichols was up till 5 o'clock in the morning working for the
2,
police.
movement 14.
And to put on a performance like that off precious little sleep was a pretty good effort from Api Nichols, wasn't it?
3, stand 9.
Now Paiko sneaks away from dummy half, the young hooker, relishing the chance to get a start with Crystal Water on the bench today.
On the line,
Totari
guys.
into dummy half. Carney missed out this time. Here's Butler again.
5 and
Good
last.
tackle
Move.
down low that time by Hunt. Put her off her stride, and
Time
she's
off. Are you all right? Okay, wait.
whacking the hip
On the
there.
line,
Butler's
on the line.
fine.
5 and last.
She looked offended to be even asked, didn't she? It's Matua.
Still last.
Goes to ground. Lamanu looking for the offload.
Hand over.
In fact, Biddle it was. And
Wait for the
she
whistle.
needed to find that offload because
Play
Counties
on.
weren't in the optional position to put a kick in there. Geez, some good defence coming in there.
One, move.
That's what
Wait.
That's
Counties
going to hurt
think-
on Finau.
Oh, absolutely. That's what they're very effective in. And again, another
Well,
mistake from the
Zero
Vipers.
there. Let him play it.
4
To
errors.
Come back, come back.
Edwards. Gifting possession back to Counties Manukau.
One,
Smalley
stand.
looking for a good head of steam. She goes close. Paiko. Here's Butler going for try number 2. Simple crash play on the angle. Harata Butler. 2 tries in 5 minutes. 10 points to 0.
Well, hard to stop Butler coming across an angled run. I thought McCafferty tackle just early on was sensational from the Vipers fullback. But look at this. Nice variation in play. Isolated the players on the left, held them up for that fraction of cent. You can see the inside defenders not moving up. And when you've got a big body like that, you need to get up in their face.
Yes, 2 tries now on the day for Harata Butler. And she is ticking along nicely, as I touched on. She is moving nicely into her work. She sets up another pretty decent conversion attempt here for Matua. It's Butler's 3rd try this season for Counties Manukau. Got one against Canterbury in round 1. And Matua will be thankful that she had 2 easy attempts to get this game cracking. 12 points to 0. Remember, Matua in the first round against Canterbury, they scored 16 tries in that game, Canterbury, but Matua could only manage 1 conversion. It was a tough day at the office for Matua, with a lot of those kicks out wide and really windy conditions that day.
Quite a contrast, really, when you look at Akarana.
Stay behind.
The kicking game is on song.
Nice call that time. No confusion as Butler, the try scorer, takes the kick off. And straight away bursts through a couple of tackles.
Get square marker.
Paiko into dummy half
Wait,
once
wait.
more. Plenty of touches for the rest of these
2.
powerful
Up
ball
now.
runners that Counties Manukau have.
And go.
It was Witta Korhu that time.
3. Release. Get square.
Wharton and Weber are the other back rowers today. Smalley. Here is
4. Up 9. There you go.
Geneva Weber. Well, that was Witta Korhu. Now Totari.
It's 5 and last.
Last tackle now for
Play on.
Counties Manukau. They're starting to heat up quite nicely. There goes the kick from Geneva Weber. And all the bounces going to favour Mid-Central. Not even Taulanga could chase that one down for Counties Manukau. So Mid-Central will get a scrum, 20 out.
Well, lucky bounce there for Tui Edwards. It could have bounced anywhere, but she opted just to let that ball go through, and it worked for her that time. See here, the kick just sort of fading out to the right. You can just see short, and she opted not to take it, and lucky for the bounce, it runs out of the sideline.
Lock in. When you're ready.
Well, be interesting to see what the Vipers come up with. Obviously, completing the set would be one option, but I like the fact that they play football
Up
too.
now.
Oh, there's the best tackle of the game so far.
Markers off. Markers off.
Lamanu it was with a beauty. Nice play from Mid-Central.
2. Move. Wait.
Kohler playing the ball. Paul. Charge coming in here
3. Stand. Get
from
square.
Loa Nimorota. He's playing centre, wearing 19 in this game. Windle. Finau at standoff. They've got a bit of an overlap as Hemingway. Can she run the winger? In fact, it's Mackay. New player,
4.
Kenzie Mackay.
Marker square. Wait. Go.
Better set this time from Mid-Central. Finau. Now Faulkner. She's
5 and last.
proved
Move
a
together.
good ball runner for Mid-Central in their
Wait.
first 2 games. Paul at dummy half. Good pass. Here's the kick from Windle. Tries to find space between Amber Carney
Run 10.
and the winger, Pahu Carney,
One,
who I don't
release.
think's had a touch yet. She scored bucket
Wait.
loads of tries
There you
in
go.
these 2 games. Here is Pahu Carney.
2. Up now.
That was a well-constructed set there from the Vipers. Promoting the ball.
Here's the other
That's
winger,
right.
Tolang,
Here we are,
in a bit
ladies.
of trouble. Otara, player,
Wait. Go.
to see her getting a start off
For
there
them,
today. And that's good
movement.
solid contact coming in from Te Aroha Hunt.
Come.
Paiko. Totari with the
Hold on.
kick. And that's behind the fullback, McCafferty. McCafferty forced to run back. Well, that's good support play too. Coming in from mid-central Akwala.
Held. One.
beginning the set.
Release. Here we are.
Mid-central are in there, deep in their own territory. Hunt comes away with it.
2. Stand together.
Hunt sisters both playing again for mid-central today. Originate from
3.
the Hawke's Bay.
Movement.
Here's Finau.
Play the ball. Once she's tackled, you don't have to have your hands on her, okay? Let her play the ball.
Paiko.
Back here.
Originally from Te Awamutu, just down the road here from Hamilton. Giving away the penalty there. Rush of blood to the head there, Richie.
Well, she chased well, extremely well actually, from dummy half. And she was eager, showed a lot of enthusiasm really to get across. And yeah, a little bit of
Keep coming.
fisticuffs there. Well,
We
when
are
you've got
right
someone
down.
like Crystal Rota on the bench, you know, that's giving her an opportunity to shine.
One.
Exactly.
Move now.
And not only her, too, Crystal Stowers on the
Right.
bench today for Counties Manukau. She's been very solid in her first 2 games this
2.
season.
Up now.
Mackay. Here's Paul. Now Windle. Good ball running half. Faulkner. Oh, that's high. The referee. That was Totari, I think, just going,
All right.
slipping up that tackle.
Bit of football in the side. You know, a nice little inside. And look at that delivery of ball. Look at that, the right hand fin just slightly high. Totari. They find some space on the 20-metre mark.
So back-to-back
First time in a long
penalties.
while they've been here.
Well, exactly. Back-to-back penalties has given them the opportunity
tap.
here.
Wait. Go.
But Mid-Central were fairly impressive last week against Canterbury. They were behind in
One,
that
move
game
now.
and showed good heart to come right back in and win the game as Niwarota sets this up on the 10. Here's a good charge to the line from
2.
Akwala.
Up together. Wait. On the line. Go.
Paul will go from dummy half.
Held.
Young player with lots of potential. Paris Paul. Akwala is going to go from dummy half. They're going to try and drive her over.
Held. That's
Counties
4.
Manukau defence is pretty
Release.
solid. Carol Paul, did she get on the line? Oh, she's lost it.
Tackle 4.
3 attempts from dummy half. Eager to get the try over a cheap try. She must have been pretty close, I have to say. Paris Paul.
Well, she has already scored tries from dummy half. Paul got one. She in fact got 2 tries last week, diving over from dummy half against Canterbury. Yeah, she looked short, didn't she? Weber was right there.
Hey, one more,
Wira
Counties.
Kohu.
Okay, heads in, guys. Stay down, wait for the out call when you're ready. Second row's feet. It's out, play on. It's 1, up now.
Butler has it again. Lost her boot.
2,
Players, though,
Marcus square.
required to bring Butler down to deck. Good solid contact coming in
That's
from
3. Up
Pahukani.
together.
She felt that one. Matua. Matua playing strongly. And the offload. That's good play from her. They got a bit of an overlap on the right if they can get the ball out to Taulanga, but they couldn't.
Surrender tackle. Tackle 1.
So Harata Butler after
There you
2
go.
tries
There you go.
to give Counties that 12-0 lead is having a spell on the bench. I tell you, you might need a spell after that. Was the winger Tuia Edwards. She bounced up pretty well though, Windle.
3, stand.
15
Yeah,
minutes to
ladies.
go until half-time.
There you go.
Paul. Here's Windle again in a bit of space. And they've had this right
2 on the tackle was a
edge
strip.
going okay, haven't they,
Hands on
mid-central?
the ball, yeah.
The fact that
Come down
Windle
and stripped it.
coming onto the ball with pace, and then in and away, she squares up nicely. You see here, she squares up nicely and in and away, draws the defenders in, and then you've got indecision on that left edge at times when you've got a runner coming on the ball quite hard like she just did then. I like her style.
Well, that's 4 penalties in a row now for
Wait for the
mid-central.
That one.
Enjoying a nice percentage of
One,
possession at the
ten.
moment.
There you go.
Ricky Rawley is out there, unfortunately.
Zero
It was a bit of a
there.
blunder,
Up
wasn't
now.
it, from Mahalia Paulson. The captain should be disappointed to let her teammates down in such manner.
Just finding their rhythm too, Glenn.
Hold!
Confidence
Tackle one.
started to build.
Okay, ladies.
And we all know that completions in this game are so vitally important.
There's a good fan coming in.
2, stand! Get square.
Alice Monaco
10
looking
off.
to go to their bench. As Matua's in space. Manu. And now this is Taulanga in space. Oh, good pass. This is going to result in the 3rd try. Anissa Biddle is going over. Played off the interchange against Canterbury, did Biddle, and is back in the lineup today. It's a pretty decent Counties Monaco try, 16-0.
Yeah, they were testing that right edge with the over the head pass on a couple of occasions, and it didn't work the first 2 times, but you can just see the centre coming in, Edwards, and then you've got genuine pace by Biddle to go all the way 60 to 70 metres. Score the 3rd try of the first half, but it's a lovely delivery of pass.
And don't worry about Biddle. She's a try-scoring machine. 6 games for the Otahu Leopards this year, Richie. 8 tries for Anissa Biddle. And, well, even that great try-scoring rate, she's struggling to get her into this county's, or break into this county's Monaco lineup, which is, of course, chock full of international players. Matua with the conversion. 3 pretty easy conversions for her to nail so far in this game. 3 out of 3 from her. 18-0. 12 to play until half-time.
Am I? That's no good, mate. Go back to signals if we have to.
The Counties Monaco, of course, will be featuring in the final against Akarana of the Sky Sport National Women's Premiership. In 2 weeks' time, October 31st, is when those games will be played, both on Sky Sport Live, of course, from Waitakere.
Stay behind.
Looking forward to those games, Richie.
Yeah, the best of talent coming together in an uncertain time, COVID-19. I'm looking forward to that. And that's a good opportunity. An error from the Stingrays.
Well, that was Wharton, the captain. Should be disappointed that, the Kiwi Ferns player. Played against Samoa last year. Did Wharton, and captaining the team today, Ricky Rawley, going backwards.
Wait.
Former Wellington Orcas player, Paris Paul. Here's Finau. It's a little disorganised on that tackle.
Surrender tackle 3.
Saloy Ruby
Stay
Finau
now.
forced to take the tackle. Paul again as they nudge to the left through Hemingway.
4. Move now. Well, ladies.
Playing in the second row today, Hemingway, after being a prop last week. Here's Windle again. Caught by Wharton.
Pass. Up now.
From Warriors NRLW player as well. Came out of retirement to play for them last season. All they were passed forward. Oh, Faulkner just couldn't handle it. It's unfortunate. You could see the idea was good there, Richie. It's just they just couldn't quite execute again.
Great service too from Paris Paul, whose delivery from dummy half has been exceptional. And again, this pass here was the right pass, and the angle she was running, but in between 2 players, unfortunately, she coughed it up.
Yeah, Traiana Faulkner. So Finau's playing doctor there.
Yeah, hand over, guys. That's last tackle.
But Mid Central, they have actually shown promise in each of the 3 games they've played. There are some players with some pretty natural instincts for rugby league, Richie, given most of them come from a rugby union background, but there's some good instincts for the rugby league game in this team.
Absolutely. When you're looking at what we've seen already, that delivery of ball, particularly on the edges, you can see that the rugby coming out, and I'm really impressed with their marker defence too. It's been exceptional, and that's an area where it takes a while to learn and understand. But very impressed.
And that's the other thing too, isn't it? A lot of people will
just wait for
naturally
it to
look
get
at
off, guys.
players when they have the ball and, he could be a good league player, she could be a good rugby union player, and you kind of start thinking like that. But it's
Hang on,
off the
guys.
ball
Hang on,
where the
guys.
big differences have evolved over time, particularly tackling technique, marker defence.
When you're
The
ready.
big difference between the two sports.
100%, and particularly the one-on-one defence too. You know, tying up the ball and how important that is for ruck speed, and the
Tackle one,
wrestle
move
is probably
now.
the most important one, and it's a
Wait,
massive part of this game. And Carney's just elusive, isn't she?
Up 12.
Yeah, she's got
Hands
great
off.
running technique as Amber Carney, not the biggest
Okay.
player. Here comes Pahu Carney,
That's 3 up now.
leading the try scoring stakes in the Women's Premiership this season is Pahu Carney, the left winger for Counties Manukau. This is Lamanu. Rawley's got her tied up, but she's tough to put down, isn't she, Lamanu? What a run from her.
4, stand.
We
Good
Lost
the
count of the
support.
tackle busts. Exactly. Paiko nips away to the left. Totari. There's Carney chasing through Pahu Carney. Oh, I think she might have lost it.
0.
And it's back in the hands of Mid Central through Naomi Hunt.
Exceptional
Right,
kick.
go.
Exceptional kick there from Totari. Left foot. She plants it on the ground just
Let's go,
delicately,
move now.
and it bounces up nicely too.
Wait.
To Lunga. Just couldn't quite get it, but gee, that was a pretty impressive set there.
2.
Well,
Stand
Counties
together.
want aggressive defence here. Greg Selwyn, the coach, will be wanting his team up in the faces of Mid Central. Whoops. Mid Central just a little half asleep at the moment, and this is not the
Marcus
area of the
Ware.
field to lose concentration. Hunt playing the ball. Finau. They're going to spread it to Hemingway. Oh,
That's 4.
Matua.
Here we go, guys.
She enjoyed that one, didn't she,
Well.
Matua? Paris Paul. There's the kick, got some pretty decent distance on it as well. Pahukani goes back. Good chase coming in from
One,
Paulson,
move
the
on.
captain.
Here we are, ladies. There you go.
Now Stowers is out there now off the bench
2.
for
Stand
Counties
now.
Manukau. Crystal Stowers. Paiko. Carney. This is Amber Carney. Now,
6
really
again.
messy play, and they've restarted the tackle count.
Yeah, hand on the ball, Te Aroha Hunt.
Here they come again. This is a good charge here from Wharton. Now Stowers again.
1. Move. Up 14.
Counties Manukau in good position again here to claim more points. They're going for the barge over again through
On the line.
Aisha Lee Smalley. And Smalley
2.
almost there.
No diving, guys.
Paiko. Good service from dummy half.
3.
No try again.
Release.
Mary Jane Finau couldn't drive over this time. The interchange player, Matua. Amber Carney. Amber Carney, nice pass. And it's Taulanga who's gone in to score the try, the young Otara player. Well, she threatened to be in the wrong position there. She looked slightly ahead, but just held her line, gave Carney the opportunity to move ahead and throw a legal pass. Malia Nive Taulanga over for Counties Manukau's 4th try.
Pretty impressive. I thought the defence on the line was extraordinary from the Vipers, and again, there was nothing really on. They weighed up 2 on 2, but the speed of Carney just putting the decision-making of the left centre there to Edwards in 2 minds, and just genuine pace there from the fullback, adding so much value there on that right edge.
Well, Counties Manukau came into this game having scored 106 points in their 2 games. And here they are with 22 more. And Taulanga welcoming relishing the chance rather to start today. Didn't play against Canterbury in round 1. Was on the interchange last week and now into the starting lineup for this clash here. The only Otara player in this lineup. Matua now with her toughest kick of the game so far. It's going to be interesting to see if the Kiwi Ferns, she makes the Kiwi Ferns team in 2020. She's been close. She's been a part of the wider squad a couple of years ago, Matua. There is the miss. So 22-0. Seems inevitable we're going to get a try to Pahukani at some point in this game. 66-0, they won their first game 40-10 last week. Actually, just going back through my notes, only the one try last week from Pahukani.
Stay behind! Stay behind!
Get up, come on!
4 the week before though, Richie, against Canterbury.
Well, I think there's so many opportunities for Carney too with some of these damaging runners through the middle. We've seen on a number of occasions players, you know, the tackle bust through the middle and no one's on the end of it. So maybe that's a good option for Amber to start looking and hovering around these players.
Finau plays the ball there. Totari on the short side, taken by her opposite number. Good tackle from Windle, a much smaller player. Paiko, fast play the ball. Counties Manukau rolling forward here. Here's Crystal Stowers.
Move! Too slow, 15.
It's good play from Counties Manukau. A nice roll on there.
Tapping? Wait.
Well, they do that so effectively.
Wait, please.
Wharton takes the ball up.
Ready.
And again, they should be pushing up with
Outside,
players like Wharton,
Wait, guys, wait. When you're ready.
Butler, Smalley.
Well, it's great to see Wharton still playing. She's 37.
One, movement!
Came out of retirement
Hey,
to
guys.
play for the Warriors last year. And then she might get a test match. Here's Mary Jane Finau. Goes forward here for
Two.
Counties Manukau. 3 minutes out from half-time. This could be try number 5 for them.
Okay, 3.
Good goal line defence there from mid-central. Paiko. Matua. Butler's back out there. Hat trick for Harata Butler. How did she get back out there? Having a field day. The goalposts are a magnet to her at the moment. All 3 tries that she scored right by the posts. Hat trick in the first half for Harata Butler.
3 tries, 32 minutes. Their defence was pretty stoic in that middle. But just on the edge here, they find Butler, who is such a damaging runner. They tried to take her low and one above, but unfortunately, way too low. Just easy, isn't it? She makes it look easy. 3 tries.
Yeah, and she's had a spell on the beach too, as Butler. So, very good try for her once again.
I can hear you now.
As we approach half-time,
It's really light,
26-0.
Can you hear me?
It's all about
Can you
taking
hear
your
me?
opportunities. Mid-Central had a couple. Paris Paul got close, but not close enough, and that's what the good sides can do. They take their opportunities as Matua
Oh, thanks.
goals for the 4th time in this game, 28-0.
Yeah, when I'm running, I can't hear you guys that well. I can hear you behind the post, so.
Will be time for the kick-off. Just joining us, hope you're enjoying the coverage. 1 minute from half-time, 35-minute halves in Women's Rugby League, and hope you can stay with us. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, we have the
Time to
men's
run.
clash between Counties Manukau and Waikato.
One now,
until
they're up.
half-time.
Come back. Where you go? On now.
Butler, plenty of room for her as she charges up to the halfway line. Still going and offloads. No, it's stolen by Paul. Paris Paul. Matua, not for the first time in this
That's
game.
one.
Puts a
That's
good
one,
shot on
Marcus.
an opponent.
You guys are off.
Now, there is a penalty.
You two didn't make the line.
Coming out was Liota
Offside.
for Mid-Central, Maggie Liota.
Mark's up here, yep.
So Mid-Central might be out of time to play this as he tick over the 35-minute mark.
Wait for the tap. Play on.
Liota will have time. It's Finau. Finau, look who's making the tackle. It's Butler, the star of the first half. Ricky Rawley goes close.
One, up now. Get square.
Paris Paul. Oh, it's been touched by that Counties player. Played at.
6 again.
And Paris Paul is going to go and score a try. One of Mid-Central's best players last week. And once again, the young hooker puts her name up in lights with another good try, and Mid-Central are on the board.
Well, she tried a number of occasions from dummy half to score early on in the first half. She gets rewarded for that effort with this try here. They peppered it a little here, dropped back, but look who's there. Paris Paul coming through, accelerating through, and scores the very first try for the Vikings.
Yeah, Paris Paul, she's been excellent for Mid-Central. After starting from the interchange against Akarana in round one, hooker last week, 2 tries last week in that win over Canterbury, and she is just getting better and better. Get used to the cameras, Paris. That's what happens when you play well. Here comes Windle with the conversion attempt. Windle's conversion attempt is excellent from the 20-metre mark, and that's good reward for Mid-Central, who get on the board with an excellent try, narrow the gap. 28-6 it is to the defending champs at halftime.
The All Blacks are here. With Sunday afternoon Test match footy. How good is that? The Bledisloe Cup. All Blacks Wallabies. Today, Sky Sport 1. Coverage brought to you by the all-new Ford Escape.
Hi, sneeze, thanks. Good choice. Maybe $52.99, thanks. Thanks.
Repco, it starts with the parts.
This is a nighttime aligner from Smile Direct Club. Go from a smile like this to a smile like this while you sleep. For up to 60% less than braces, nighttime aligners. Get started for free at smiledirectclub.co.nz.
Funny how it's your daughter's birthday, yet you're the one that's aging. Here's the boss now. Maybe one kid is enough. NutriBoost, the 5-star milk drink for 1-star moments.
The Bathurst 1000 broke our heart. Which is why we're selling off everything that reminds us of them, like these Castrol Magnetic engine oils, half price, and we'll always be watching with this UP home security camera system, $4.79.
Did you know that the Weber Q is much, much more than just New Zealand's favourite barbecue? It's a Saturday afternoon pizza maker with the kids. Perfect roast dinners when the whole family is home. It's an easy lunch down at the park with mates. It's also Mum's favourite cinnamon scrolls. And it'll be restaurant quality steaks any night of the week. Weber Q. More than a barbecue. Available in stores and online.
Let's get one thing straight. I never tell you to drink Sprite. Even if I was in a commercial for Sprite, which I am, I wouldn't tell you to drink it, no matter what that cue card says.
Bron, man, say it.
No. Even if you just eating tacos with extra hot sauce, and you were holding an extra cold Sprite, and for some reason, you're waiting for me to tell you to drink it, I still wouldn't tell you to drink that thirst-quenching Sprite. I'd ask you, You want a Sprite?
Knocked her over. Oh, that is huge. Gee, she's hammered that. Superb. Oh, no. Oh, and she gets her. She smashed that.
Women's Big Bash League returns October 25th, live on Sky Sport.
Yeah, Counties Manukau, the defending champions, here's the first try in the first half against Mid Central. Harata Butler goes over, simple crash play. And Butler had Counties Manukau 6-0, and Richie Barnett, who was pretty much, haven't we been here before, with try number 2, deja vu.
Yep, it certainly was, and all the mistakes early on with about 6 errors from both teams, the completion at about the 3rd minute. But again, they peppered this right-hand edge on a number of occasions. The execution was poor, but that instant, they just used the speed of Biddle there. Score their first try.
Yes, Anessa Biddle playing in the centres today. Nicely timed pass from Taulanga to provide the centre of the try, and then Taulanga got on the score sheet herself with try number 4, Richie.
Yeah, she was just so hard to tackle. And again, they're peppering around that ruck, changing angles, getting the runners. Look at this, just straight on. The timing of the run. And again, Taulanga scores. Here we go, wide. And again, we've got Kani, who's just used the pace on the edge, really to have that indecision on that left edge.
And then it was Butler again getting the 5th try. She'd had a spell on the bench by now and came back on with her first touch pretty much to score her hat-trick. And in Mid-Central we were rewarded. Bit of an individual effort here from Paris Paul.
Paris, just a lot of energy, enthusiasm. She showed a ton of pace there to get through. She tried to get tries early on from dummy half, but she was rewarded that time.
And that one was converted by Windle. So 28 points to 6. Glorious day here in Hamilton. Hope you're enjoying it. We'll be back for the second half here on Sky Sport in just a moment.
This is the place where Aussie rules.
This kick is big in every way, and this is very much game on.
The AFL, live on Sky Sport.
No voucher, no fly. Know someone overseas who's thinking about travelling to New Zealand during COVID-19? They must pre-book their isolation voucher before they buy their flights. Tell friends and family overseas to visit allocation.miq.govt.nz now to book theirs.
It's Melbourne Cup season. Join the TAB, deposit any amount up to $100 and we'll match it in bonus bets. Use promo code SPRING and get your first deposit bonus with TAB. Now you're in the game.
My legs are like tree trunks, and when tree trunks walk together, they chafe. But Step One has got you covered. We put these Ultra Glide panels between the legs. It glides when you walk. Step One is made from bamboo. Bamboo wicks away your sweat, which lets you breathe. We've got free shipping, thousands of 5-star reviews, and a first pair guarantee. Love them or they're free. So if you want underwear that won't ride up, won't trap sweat, and won't chafe, you can buy them online at step1.life. Step One, get some.
Bold choice.
Yeah. Bold taste.
Fanta, bold choice, bold taste.
The Bathurst 1000 broke our heart. Which is why we're selling off everything that reminds us of them. Like K&N Performance Air Filters, 30% off, and Export Aerosol Paint, 3 for $11.99.
Oh, the memories.
Excuse me, where am I?
You're lost in the procrastination place.
Yeah, right, that makes sense.
Slap yourself out of it.
Make it happen!
The cat and mouse game has commenced.
The La Vuelta leader's jersey is like a red rag to these bulls.
Unbelievable.
Who will conquer Spain's Grand Tour in the riding of the bulls?
Defies the odds. What a finish. This is something extraordinary.
La Vuelta starts Wednesday, live Sky Sport 3. The road to eternal glory begins now. The UEFA Champions League is back. Match day 1 begins Wednesday, live Sky Sport.
Yes, the Sky Sport National Women's Premiership here at Waikato Stadium. Beautiful sunny day, glorious conditions, no wind. It's nice and pleasant temperature-wise as well, and it's Counties Manukau, the 10-time defending champions, leading Mid-Central, the team from Hawke's Bay, Manawatu, Taranaki, but they have no Taranaki players in their lineup today. And they're leading 28 points to 6, 5 tries to 1 in the first half. So looking forward to the second half of this. And don't forget, at 4 o'clock this afternoon, we've got the men's game coming up today between Counties Manukau and Waikato, the home team. So this team here is a champion team, Richie Barnett. 10 national titles in a row. That doesn't happen in New Zealand sport, in any sport, that often. And Counties Manukau, the way they're going, it's going to take something special from Mid-Central to come back and win this game here. And Akarana in a couple of weeks, and those two teams meet in the final.
Yep, that has been, what, over the last 4 or 5 years, or many actually, 10 years, seen Counties Manukau being so strong. They've just formed a base of players that have got huge belief and skill set. But there's one player who can turn it around, and that's that Paris Paul we saw scoring that last try a couple of minutes to go.
Yep, she's been excellent.
Right.
Stay behind. A well-deserved try. She's been playing very well from dummy half. And I like how she attacks the line as well. Backs herself to make it, no matter who the opposition is. And speaking of opposition, this is Butler once again. McCafferty chases her down. Butler from the kickoff. Crystal Rota is out there now at dummy half. And here's Wharton into the 20. Now. Rota continues to plug away to the left, Stowers to the line, and this is Counties Manukau at their best. And there is a try right from the kickoff. Pretty impressive performance from Counties Manukau as the big forwards rolled through.
Well, it was Butler, wasn't it? Again, straight off the kick. A damaging runner straight through. A lovely tackle too from McCafferty. Finau scores the try. But the power game, as we've seen it, Crystal Rota just sensed that the left edge was more prominent for them to attack. They were shorter numbers. Crystal's vision is outstanding.
So Mary Jane Finau scores the try. Finau from Manurewa. And it is all of a sudden back to a decent margin again. 32 points to 6 makes 34 to 6. And the conversion has gone over. Change of goal kicker as well. There is Matua, you can see sitting on the bench there.
Butler again, look, she's just had an outstanding performance today. 3 tries in the first half and an outstanding run off the kick. And if I was kicking the ball, I don't think I'll be kicking to her again.
Nothing early.
Windle.
And look who's got the ball.
It's Butler creating havoc again. Masters receiving the kickoff. She
Held
was the player
one.
who converted
We are.
that last try. Platinum Masters, a young player, gets another chance today.
2, release.
This is where Crystal will bring the
Come on.
players on the ball here from dummy half. You just see now they're working around that A and B defender nicely,
That's 3 up now.
creating a bit of ruck speed, and then look for those options on their left edge.
And they are starting to heat up, aren't they? Putting the squeeze on their opponents. And here comes Counties Marago again through Lamanu. She's featured strongly at centre. Rota into dummy half. Off she goes, Crystal Rota. And Bakani.
All off, guys.
Offside play against Mid-Central.
When you're ready.
This is Finau, the try
That's
scorer.
1 up now.
He goes close again. Rota. Stowers.
2, release, get
Between
square.
two defenders goes Crystal Stowers. Rota. Now Butler. 4th try for Harata Butler. S 16 points on her own for Harata Butler. Someone's going to accuse her of being greedy shortly, Richie Barnett.
No, Crystal again. She's taking the right options, working over that around that ruck area, but she just knew straight away the pass was, well, in the hands of one very influential player in Harata Butler. 4th try today. What a performance.
And we've only had, what, 4 minutes of the second half. 2 tries, and Crystal Water has been out there for the second half.
Pick up,
And you can
pick up.
just instantly see that switch has been flicked. And it's not so much the execution, which is still as good as it was in the first half, Richie, but everything just seems to have moved up a gear. The pace of play that Counties Manukau has displayed has just gone right up.
Absolutely, when you've got an experienced player that comes on, but she brings the players on the ball extremely well, and that creates the ruck speed, and that is basically most of the game.
So 40-8, Platinum Masters again converts the try, and Rota. Some people just have a big effect on their teammates just by their mere presence on the field, and Rota seems to be one of those players based on what we've seen in the last 5 minutes.
Time you run.
Good to see Masters back out there for Counties Manukau. She played in the first game against Canterbury, didn't play last
Play
week
on.
against Akarana. And getting half a game here, it seems. So Tari dropped the ball there.
Knock on. You've
So
lost it.
That will be a
Scrum over here,
scrum
guys.
to Mid-Central.
Well, I'll be interested to see if they can just score a try early on, build their confidence up. They've certainly got the attack to do that. And most of it will come around
guys, form the
Paris
scrum.
Paul to ignite the attack.
Lock. Stay down, Counties, lock. Lock in, lock in, lock in. Get your lock in. Lock
And
in.
this is an
lock
area
in.
where I think they
Okay.
like to innovate
Out.
from the scrum feed
Play on.
and look for options on the edge.
She gave them it good.
Finau, and straight away into her work.
One, move. Get square. Wait.
There's Akawala, Nemorota it was in fact. That's a good run from her. Here's Mackenzie Mackay.
2, up now.
Surge
Here we
from
are.
dummy half from the new centre. Paul again. Here's Rawley.
3.
Mid-Central look keen and hungry here. Paris Paul plugs away on the right window. Here's a chance. The line is not far away.
4. Up now.
Akawala, the back rower, goes close. Paul. Finau.
5 and
Salou and
off.
Ruby
Mark
Finau,
square.
5 metres out.
This has got to be a window opportunity here, close to the line.
Paul. Rawley. Good hands. Nicely taken there from Akawala. Here's a chance. Offloads, and Hunt is over to score the try. Excellent play by Mid-Central. That second try for them. And no doubt they celebrate. Naomi Hunt goes over, and A wonderful try for Mid-Central.
This is a lovely play. Look at the tip on there. She did so well to hold that ball in an offload. Akawola coming through, or Minirota comes through and pops the ball. The second phase, extraordinary, and that pass out wide. She did so well to get the ball down. And as we see Amber Carney coming across, trying to tidy up. Well, that's a real confidence booster there.
Well, look, let's just tick this box here, Richie, with Mid-Central's execution and their endeavour. Canterbury couldn't score a point against this Counties Manukau team in round one. Akarana struggled to score points despite having a very good team against Counties Manukau last week. They only managed to score 2 tries in that game, and now Mid-Central won't have the strength to go over, but Windle had the accuracy in terms of just didn't have the distance there, so the score remains 40-10. So Mid-Central here, who are
pretty exciting side,
rugby league rookies basically, have managed to score 2 tries against the 10-time defending championships. Pretty decent effort.
Possession really is critical for this side, and I really do. I like the fact that Windle is right up there in terms of a ball player and a runner of the ball. She can create, and you got Paris Paul at 9, so there's a lot of creativity in that side.
Stay behind.
Hemingway fields the ball from the kickoff.
1, up now, get square. You short in the 10.
This is Maggie Liotta at dummy half. Good charge into the line, G. Butler.
2, move!
Butler doing it all. On and off the ball here, feet out. Here's Rawley.
3, stand!
Pretty decent effort from Ricky Rawley. Paul. Finau. Nice move from Mackay.
That's 4, up together! With me, guys.
Finau. Wider of the ruck this time is Liotta.
5 and last!
Last play now for Mid-Central. Paul gives it to Windle. There's the cross-field kick for 2 or 3 players to chase it. And they've created pressure and spilled it. McCafferty's picked it up. It's a fresh set for Mid-Central. Fast play the ball. And Counties Manukau stretched down that right. Rawley changes direction.
With me, guys. Wait.
Mid-Central's error rate has dramatically dropped. Hope I haven't put the hex on them just then.
2, move now, 13. Wait. With me, guys. No.
Paul again. Now Finau, who's becoming more involved. Mackay, good spot tackle coming in there, but she was offside. Was Biddle.
And she was looking to Mackay. She was looking for that pass. Been offside, really. Allowed her that fraction of a second. Would have been a certain try.
Gotti Ogden it is. Who's out there now? Off the interchange. Hemingway is going to drive over.
2,
good defence on her.
No crowding.
Paul has dived over and scored a try, I reckon. He is happy, the referee. Craig McKello has awarded the try, and Paris Paul gets her 2nd try of the afternoon.
Well, you can see that a mile away that Paris Paul was going to go for that. Oh, it's incredible. She was so close to get through Hemingway. Good defence there, online defence from the Stingrays. And look at this. He just knew she was going to go. Carney there as well. The markers. Look at that. Unfortunately, you can see there. It's number 6, Masters. The positional wasn't quite right.
Well, Paris Paul gets her 2nd try. She got a double last week against Canterbury as well. So 4 tries in the last 2 games. Is now Windle. Tries to convert the try. She won't do so. So 40 points to 14. You know, Paris Paul's an interesting player here, Richie. Crystal Water obviously has her eye on another test jumper coming up in a few weeks, and rightly so. She has got all the class that we expect a dummy half to have, and Her form has been excellent this season as well, and her leadership is just unquestioned as well. But what do you do with someone like Paris Paul, a new young player coming through? You think the selectors are... You're seeing enough talent from Paris Paul in this game to suggest that she might be worth at least having in the squad?
Absolutely, absolutely. If you're looking for the future, you'd certainly have a player, a youngster coming through and just get an idea of what that looks like, and
stay behind.
And you know, learning off one of the best in the game too, in a position that she plays.
Play on.
Got a long, long way.
Well, of course, you have to base it and judge all the hookers around the country, not only the 4 teams in the Sky Sport National Women's Premiership, but of course in the Championship as well. There are some good players playing in that second division, who the selectors will be keeping an eye on as well. But Paul's not doing much wrong in the last few games. Finau, unfortunately, just a little bit of miscommunication there with Sequita Hemingway.
Finau's been good too. She's tried to create.
Finau and Hemingway just having a good chuckle about getting in each other's road there.
As I say, they're fairly new at it too, so
okay, folding,
just trying to find the combinations, and
heads in, stay down, wait for
the line running in rugby league, quite different.
Okay, when you're ready. Out!
Well, it's 2 tries apiece in the second half so far. Now Counties try to cook something up here. Whoops.
Backwards.
All looked a little clunky, didn't it? Pahukani forced to go back.
That's one.
Chased by Windle. Windle coming nicely into this game too as Rorta. That's a good play, isn't it? Nice angled run.
2, move!
And there is the penalty
That's
this
too long.
time.
Just hard to defend that inside ball.
Kicking or tapping? Okay,
With a Kohu.
wait.
Yeah, Wita Kohu was a great run.
Sorry, guys, you've got to wait for me to get in position.
And Wharton.
It's all right.
So Counties forced to go back here.
When you're ready.
Had their pride hurt a little bit here, the Counties Manukau Stingrays, having conceded 3 tries in the game so far. There's Paul making a good tackle that time on Stowers. Rorta slides off to the left. Oh boy, that's weak defence. Untouched pretty much was Wita Kohu, has gone over and scored the try. Kararaina Wita Kohu with a try today, and it is Counties Manukau 44-14.
And again, Crystal dominating that middle third with a variation in play with an inside ball. We've seen that in the first half on a number of occasions to bring the player on the ball, change the angle, speed, footwork. And Wita Kohu scores her first try. Pretty dominant performance, but they need to score. As you see there, that Vipers scoring back-to-back tries.
And this is what all the teams in the Premiership have struggled to handle. Counties Manukau have a good half a dozen of these damaging middle forwards. Richie and Wita Kohu's playing on the edge in this game, in the second row. She played prop the last 2 weeks, and it's just relentless. These big damaging runners that Counties Manukau have.
I mean, the message now, you can see she just misses that, but the message must be out that those inside players have to move up. I mean, we've seen it so often in this game to utilise that inside ball runner. But equally defensively, you've seen that that's the template, how they play. The inside defenders must come up. Anticipate.
Well, 7 tries to 3. Goal kicking rather by Matua, 4 from 5 from her in the first half, and she hasn't featured in the second half. She only played clearly the plan from Greg Selwyn, the coach of the Counties Manukau Stingrays, was to give Matua half a game, give Masters half a game.
Stay behind, guys, nothing early.
Don't forget we've got the final in 2 weeks, 31st of October. Oh, the bounce is kind here for Mid Central. Paris Paul has picked it up. Good hands from Rawley.
One, stand.
Final stay on October 31st. Waitakere.
16, come back.
It's going to be the battle between Counties Manukau and Akarana in both the men's and the women's finals.
2, Get square.
Don't forget at 4 o'clock this afternoon, we've got the men's clash between Counties Manukau and Waikato. Heaven Spooner back out there now for Mid Central. This is her third appearance this season, all from the interchange for Mid Central. Finau, first receiver, Hemingway cuts back. Butler with a good tackle. Same with Stowers. Pull away to the right, Windle. Done pretty well in that. Running that right hand attack, right side attack for Mid Central. Finau with the kick. Beautifully taken by McCafferty. Oh, it's been left behind, and away goes Counties Manukau. This is Biddle. Biddle got support as well.
Play on, play on.
Good 40-metre run by Anessa Biddle.
Release.
Here's Pahukani. Solid connection there on Kola. Good tackle by Naomi Hunt as well. Rota keeps it on the left. Totari. Good hands there from Lamanu.
Here we are, guys.
Rota. Nice angled run again from Wirakohu. Does well to stay in the field of play there. Threatened to drift over the sideline. Totari, here's Stowers. Nicely in the middle of the field. Walton will just happily take the tackle. Last tackle now for Counties Manukau, and Rota. Look at the speed from dummy half, the acceleration. No support though. In fact, they come to where Rota was. Totari. Crossfield kick. Not a great end of the set, but it still might work out for Counties Manukau. It hasn't.
Up now. Wait. Go.
And it's going to be Mid Central with the ball. Counties Manukau set high standards. They won't be happy with the way they ended that set.
No, absolutely not. I don't think they'll be happy with the start of the game. And they certainly wouldn't be happy with the end of their set. The fifth kick options have been pretty poor as well.
Aurora Kola, good hard carry, tough carry coming in there from Nima Rota. It's not the first time in the game she's done that. Finau. Ball is called good. Will Leota stay in the field of play? She won't. Maggie Leota will be disappointed with that one.
Yeah, just testing that sideline. Tuolunga did a good job there to come across and drag her out.
Maggie Leota from Manawatu. 3 games from the interchange for her this season. Remember, this is Mid Central's last game. Well, they've scored 3 tries against Counties Manukau. Had a win last week. Not bad, really.
When you're ready, 6.
For a team, Richie, that had only had 2 training sessions before the first game of the season. This is Butler. No way, this is try number 5. No, it isn't. Well, that's selfless play there from Harata Butler. And going in for her second try is Taulanga. There we were, Richie, accusing Harata Butler of being greedy. There's some pretty decent evidence to suggest she isn't.
Yeah, it's come from a bit of an error. It's thrown out of the sideline. And then Butler straight onto the ball. Ignites the, and from the scrum feed too. She's playing all the positions. And selflessly, she passes the ball to Taulanga. Look at that, just sheer power.
There's no question that Butler could have got there herself. Unless she ankle tapped herself. Or got tackled by an invisible player. But Taulanga gets a double. But Butler could probably go up to Taulanga after that and say, "You owe me now." Here's Masters. 1 from 3 so far. In fact, 2 from 3. Masters has got that one nicely. Very good goal there from Platinum Masters. And the score goes out to 50-14.
Bit of a reset there for Stingrays. Refocus.
8 tries now Counties Manukau have scored. 4 have been scored by Butler. And she could have easily scored 5 of them. Taulanga has a double as well, so 8 of the tries have been scored by just 2 players. The other try scorers have been Biddle and Finau for Counties Manukau, who cracked 50 with just over, in fact, exactly 12 minutes to play.
Play on. One! With me, guys, with me.
Wharton. Good surge.
2
nice and
up
direct.
now. Get square. Where you go, where you go.
Stow was used as a decoy runner. This is Smalley back into the game now.
3! Up together.
Coons player herself.
Wait.
Warriors player in 2018 and 2019.
That's 4. Play the ball.
Stowers plays it. Rorta. Wharton, that's good play. And Totari, clever kick. It's going to roll into touch. Chancel Totari, a Māori All-Stars player in 2019 and 2020.
Yeah, nice little play there. That left foot kick over the top. Crystal Rota utilising that middle third nicely, drawing the players in. Just clever. Just watch one of those plays where she just dragged one of the markers right across an inside ball. Open up.
Well, Mid-Central haven't had much ball lately. As Paris Paul runs away from the scrum again.
Up now.
Almost created some second phase play there again.
Go.
Finau.
2.
Good defence on her. We haven't actually seen Finau create too much havoc with her running today, which she's been very effective prior to this match.
3. Stay
Kevin
together.
Spooner, another Hawke's Bay player, in possession.
Play on.
Well done, Paris Paul. Could easily been a knock-on.
4.
Aurora
Up now.
Akola
Wait.
to play it.
Okay.
With 10 minutes to go. Ricky Rawley. Tough player, Ricky
Get
Rawley.
square. Play on.
More experienced league players in this Mid-Central team as Taulanga takes it nice and confidently for Counties Manukau.
Up now.
That was a good take.
Guys,
Wasn't an
to me,
end-to-end kick. Started to wobble there a little bit, but she took it with confidence.
Here's a Nessa Biddle.
2.
Not
Release.
shy and getting stuck in Ishi Biddle.
Wait. Go.
Good physical presence. Oh, the old shimmy. Here comes Amber Carney. Mousetrap play, isn't it? Here comes Masters. In fact, that's Crystal Rota. Masters just there. Oh, she's had it stolen. Excellent play by Mackay.
1. Tackle 1. Here we are. Wait. Go.
Well done by Mackenzie Mackay. Windle almost had her
2. Move now.
body cut in half by Amber Carney.
Yes, they need to show some variation here. Maybe it's second phase you spoke about before. Just being a little bit predictable as we...
Nice offload by McCafferty, one of the smallest players on the field.
She's been really good today.
Yeah, good move to move her back to fullback. She played half a game at fullback last year. Last week, McCafferty.
Wait, guys. And go.
Paul, here's Finau. Hemingway.
4. Hands off. Get square. Tangled up.
Good refereeing there. Paul, now to Windle. They came up very fast, Counties Manukau. The service wasn't great that time.
Up now.
Now it's the last play. Windle.
Second marker off.
Paul.
30.
Which means someone else is going to have to step up for the kick. It's going to be Saloi Ruby Finau, and this time Pahukani fields the ball. And it's a good run from Pahukani.
Up together.
Now Amber Carney slots into dummy half. Hardly seen Amber Carney with her hands on the ball in this game.
2. Release. Get square.
Rota. Now Smalley. Crashes into Rawley, your opposite number.
Oh, 3.
Hemingway
Release.
did well there to hold up
There you go.
the hard-charging Smalley. It's a nice play, nice shift, and this is going to be an easy run in here for Kararaina Wirakohu, her second try. Third player to score multiple tries for Counties Manukau today, 54-14.
Yeah, there's a bit of a space on that right edge. And again, they just shift or drag the defender across. You can just see here, late cut from Wirakohu. And she shows a ton of pace too. You can just see her, look, drag the defender and inside ball. Late footwork. Too easy.
Wirakohu, another Māori All-Stars player. 2019, she didn't play in this year's game, but of course the Māori All-Stars won that game she played in last year, 6 points to 4. Tough battle that day.
Just shows you also the ability for the fullback to come around and defend, you know, staying inside the ball, and it's probably something new, particularly when you played 6 and you shoot back to fullback. McCafferty.
Masters with a simple conversion attempt. That's 4 from 5 for her in the second half. (56-14), 28-6 it was at half time. Greg Selwyn will be happy to rotate his players.
5. Yeah. One job, team. One job, team.
So 56-14, Windle it is to kick off.
I like these short kickoffs.
Yeah.
Stay
Got
behind.
5
Working
minutes.
quite nicely.
5 minutes to do something here. And they go long for you, Richie. Ambakani.
That's one.
Good chase, good tackle. Coming in that time from mid-central, Nimaroto. He's actually been good in that centre position today.
2.
For
7.
mid-central. Finau to play it. Rota. Here comes Wharton.
3. Up now.
Stowers.
That's 4. Release. 4.
Rota. Rota's away. She looks for the offload. Crystal Rota.
Held.
Get it to Ambakani, who's sniping around. Stowers to the left. Totari. Good option. Kick and chase. McCafferty hoping it will roll out, but it doesn't. McCafferty will have to settle for a line dropout.
Pretty decent kick, isn't it? Left
Drop
foot.
out, yep.
She's operating that left channel nicely.
Drop out, guys.
And it's great that she waits to the last minute too, goes to the line, shapes the pass, drops the ball on the foot. Beautiful kick. Look here, she's running the line, looking like she's going to pass, but late on the piece, perfect. McCafferty was just there positionally well too on that right edge.
When you're ready.
First line dropout of the game comes 4 minutes from full time. Totari fields it. And now Mary Jane Finau to bring it back.
1. Move now. Wait.
Finau to
wait.
play it.
Go.
5 metres out. Rota. Here comes Stowers to Kani. Ambakani.
2. Lost ball.
And it's been lost by Kani. Disappointed.
Yep, scrum, guys.
Had a little quiet day, Ambakani.
Yeah, ladies, fold in.
Sure, she will feature strongly in the final. Don't forget
Lock in.
Counties
Lock
Manukau.
in. Head down, lock in.
Play in the final and go for their 11th
Help.
title in a row.
Play on.
To do it, they'll need to beat Akarana. That one coming up on October
One,
31st.
stand.
The men's clash will be Akarana versus Counties Manukau as well,
That's
and there's
too
a
long.
penalty. And Counties Manukau will confirm their place in the final when they play Waikato today. One kicking off at 4 o'clock. Championship table, point standings. If Waikato win that game, Counties Manukau will still be in the final, but Akarana will top the table.
Up now.
Well, Mid Central a little bit fortunate to come back with the ball there. There's Windle. Gives it to Hemingway, and Carney's in there. Doesn't have many opportunities with the ball, but she's getting stuck and off the ball at the moment. Paul to Poulsen.
Move! Wait.
Finau. Now to Rawley. Had a good second half, Ricky Rawley. She's combined nicely with Finau.
Up together. Right. Go.
Finau again. Mackay.
A surrender tackle 4. Wait. Go.
Paul caught in possession that time. That one was a breakdown in communication. Good tackle from Masters. Last play now for Mid Central is Windle. Whoops, she skewed that one off the side of the foot. That's not to plan. Well, they kept the ball alive nicely here. Nimarota, still the last tackle. Hunts. And that will be a handover.
2 markers.
So last minute of the game.
2 markers. Right. When you're ready.
Totari. Oh, here's a good burst upfield. Excellent run that time. And I wondered whether the offload might come in there.
Stand!
Finau was with a splendid run. In fact, there was Lamanu. Here's Carney. Amber Carney taken high. Referee's happy with that tackle as we enter the last 20 seconds. So Counties wanting to finish with their 10th try if they can.
That's 3 up now.
They've got 10 seconds left.
Yeah, guys.
Rota. Kick and chase from Crystal Rota. Masters chasing through. They are going to get their try. Their 10th of the game. Platinum Masters is over the young half, and excellent way to finish for the defending champions. They bring up 60 for the second time in this competition this season. Platinum Masters gets the last try, and she's had a very good second half. She's kicked 4 goals as well, and now she has a chance to kick a 5th with excellent play. Well-weighted kick from Rota. Good chase from Masters.
Fair enough. Thank you. Still got the kick to go.
So just the kick to finish the deal. And Mid Central, even though they've been soundly beaten on the scoreboard, did finish this year's competition with 1 win. And that was against Canterbury last week. And there are some interesting players in their side. That New Zealand Rugby League, we hope, will harness over the future years. The women's game is just becoming stronger and stronger, as we know, particularly in Australia. So New Zealand are going to have to continue to produce talent to be competitive long-term against the Jillaroos and all the NRLW teams, as Masters nails that conversion as well. Great goal-kicking performance from her too. 5 from 6. Really good effort. And that gets the job done for Counties Manukau. And they have sealed very comfortable win, 62-14. Four of those tries, 4 of the 10 tries go to Butler. Great team spirit too. Mary Jane Finau getting 1 try. Masters getting the last. Whittaker, who got a double, and Taulanga as well. And Biddle was the other try scorer in the first half. But they're a very powerful lineup. They've got a lot of depth too to Counties Manukau. Competition for places. team is really a strength of them as well. So that's how to do it with this final match of the round robin. I'm going to go down and get some after-match reaction now. And let's go to Richie.
It's a really slow start, but you found your feet in the second half.
Yeah, I guess it was that first 20 minutes is always the grind down. That's that battle at the start, and then once we got over that, I guess I started finding my feet, and my team came following.
On that note, 4 tries. You could have got 5, but you passed it. What a stellar performance. How did you feel out there?
Oh, I felt good. Personally, this is a home game for me and a couple of other girls. We travel from Hamilton up to Auckland weekly, so I guess being back home and playing on home soil kind of gave me that extra advantage. But on that last pass, my coach did say, "I'm really proud of you for giving that pass." And I guess today was about our babies, our next generation coming through, and it's just about sharing that game time. So yeah, big ups to our edges, yeah, especially, yeah.
Well, and then you've got, I'm sure that the 11th premiership or title looms in the background. You're up against Akarana next week. What do you think about that?
To be honest, we no matter how many premierships, 10 in a row, we're going for our 11th, but we never take it lightly. It's always a different battle, and it depends who turns up on the day. So we're looking forward to it, and our girls are pumped, and just to go into the final from this is awesome.
Awesome. Well, great performance from today, and good luck for next week.